Welcome to my castle. So you're Ganondorf. I've been dying to meet you. Your people have long amused me, Midna. To defy the gods with such petty magic, only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the void and awakened me. I drew deep of it and grew strong again. Your people had some skill, to be sure, but they lacked true power. The kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. He who wields such power would make a suitable king for this world, don't you think? Ha! Such conceit! But if you are one of the chosen wielders of power as you claim, I'll risk everything to deny you! Shadow has been moved by light, it seems. How amusing! Very well. Deny me then. Yes, try to deny me. You and your little friend. Both of you faithless fools who would dare to take up arms against the King of Light and Shadow. So you choose, and you shall feel my wrath! Here we are. Puppet Zelda. Tennis time, except not really. Nope. I'm not playing tennis with you. So, the basic point of Puppet Zelda is, well, waiting for her to spawn the energy ball. Basically, she'll always first, shoot the energy ball at you, and you have to play tennis normally.
Unless you're really close to her and, well, she doesn't have any time to react at all. Her other attacks are charging at you in a stabbing motion and being able to summon out a field of the Triforce. And this is all entirely RNG. So it could be an actual while before, you know, Zelda actually, or Puppet Zelda actually does, you know, shoot out an energy ball again. Hi, Minder. Yeah, she's locked out of this fight. So no asking for advice. Either way, I want it to be cool. And also, yeah, this is entirely RNG, so... Oh! Is that a 7 cycle? I think it was! God bless the 7 cycle. Right away, I'm becoming a wolf. Which is an incredibly dumb idea. Alright, I tried to get him on the first half, not gonna lie. Because, oh my. Okay. Okay. Some mistakes were made. A lot of mistakes were made, actually. What I wanted to do was... yeah, push him, and then throw him as a wolf. Then go human. And then, slaughter him! That's the whole deal with this fight. You can actually do this as both human and wolf. So, oh god, he's gonna drop down. So one way to actually get him down to a position where he can get hurt is by shooting at him with an arrow. Once again, the arrow being useful here. And the other way is to become a wolf and just throw Dark Beast Ganon out of here. Oh. Oh, okay. So eventually, when you get him down to enough of a low HP state, he's gonna just go all over the place. Yeah, and it'll be hard to tell which thing he's gonna come out of. Because unfortunately, I can't really target him at all. Okay. I think eventually you'll just have to become a wolf and then, you know, just, you know, do it. Okay, there we go. I was able to get the trigger just right. And now, great spin! It's a great spin! princess. Say nothing, Midna. Your heart and mind were as one, however briefly. Such suffering you have endured. Link. Chosen hero. Lend us the last of your power. I'll try to slow Ganondorf with my light arrows. You target him and keep him within range of my arrows. This face is so cool. Oh, we're below 2,000. All right. We're going to go back to this. Let's actually try. Ganondorf really had some jagged edges there, buddy. Ooh. Okay, so contrary to what you might think, Zelda's aim isn't bad. It's just you. It's all down to you to make sure that you know, just like Zelda said, target Ganondorf and keep him within range. Just like she said. Alright, so just like before, just keep targeting him. To make sure that your aim is straight, I would recommend just keeping on pressing the target button. Just make sure you do. That way you can just basically ensure that Zelda shoots straight. He's gonna try to summon those Ghost Riders to try to, you know, screw you up. And he's gonna do like a lot of sharp turns to, again, mess up Zelda's aim. But it's all down to you. Also, speaking of which, like, the freaking, like, music for that phase is really cool.
An impressive-looking blade, but nothing more. Would you hear my desire? To take this foul blade and use it to blot out the light forever!
It always comes down to a simple sword fight. When Ganondorf charges at you, that's your chance. Of course, if you allow him to, well, you know, push you back all the way, then he's gonna commit all types of damage on you, so be very careful about that. In fact, I'm gonna demonstrate that right here and right now. Nearly an entire row of hearts, so yeah, be careful. Be very careful about that. Alright, so you're trapped in this barrier, but thankfully there are ways to deal with Ganondorf right here. Use your fishing rod. And also, you can get him out of bounds, technically. Like, if you slash him enough like this, then he'll jump. Then he'll jump up. And there's a very real chance if you position him just right, then you can just basically perform the Ganondorf out of bounds glitch. It's worked for me very well in the past, because I've done this a whole lot on the Wii. You know, my first version, my first kingdom, as they say. But enough silliness here. Let's actually fight him. You dare kill his girlfriend? You kill Link's girlfriend? Like his real girlfriend? Stupid guy. Stupid man. He's going down. You can get him with the back slice. And there we go. All right. Get him with... Oh, that's the perfect view. Aha! Yes, sir. Let's see how he does against Immortal Draw. Oh, wait, does he actually just block it? Does he try to block it? Oh, he does. Can't use a shield attack on him. Okay. I'm about to finish this up. Now just try to keep enough of a distance from him so that he can have a possible chance of doing the, you know, the chance move. Or, you know, get him with a back slice. Now, fun fact, if you're playing this on normal mode, then Ganondorf doesn't hit for a whole lot. Now do you see why I played this on Hero Mode and Ganon amiibo? That's the real challenge. Now, of course, the game here does check if you have Ending Blow on you, so if it's actually legitimately possible that you skipped learning the Ending Blow somehow through speedrunning magic, then you're screwed. Thankfully, I'm not.
Do not think this ends here. The history of light and shadow will be written in blood!
Crystal again. World hacker repair. Beautiful rebuild space. Hot for repairs.
the credits of the HD version. Okay, I put these here at the beginning because I feel like it's a little bit awkward for me to actually, talk about this. So, well, my overall thoughts on the game, because, I feel like the HD credits of the HD version being tacked on after the end, it was just kind of, kind of weird and awkward. But I've discovered how amazing Twilight Princess is. Like, I haven't played this game in a very long time, and it came back to me at a time where I feel like everything is changing around me. Like, this game was basically the start of a brand new era for Nintendo at the time in 2006 with the Wii and closing out the GameCube. I think that sounds familiar. But yeah, the dungeons are really great. Playing the game is really great. The characters are really good. Well, minus a few, but Minna, Telma, Zant, Ganondorf, all of those guys. Like, all of those guys are just such good times. And, good times and good stuff. All the items you get from the dungeons are really neat. Even if some get used more than others. The overall dungeon design is just so good. The soundtrack is great. The HD version looks actually really nice. And it still looks, and I still think the look holds up today. Even if this game's art style still hasn't aged as well as Wind Waker's or Skyward Sword's has. It's just an all-around good time. Even if I think some parts of the game don't work very well. Some parts... Well, I can't really think of anything. Well, maybe aside from some pieces of art that I don't like to get. Like the overly long intro, despite me thinking that the intro is okay. Not all the characters are winners, like the kids, except for Colin. Well, at least they grow. And Ilia is just kind of there for me. Yeah, I can't really think anything. I can't really think of anything to say that's a flaw. Okay, Palace of Twilight might not be as good of a dungeon, especially in a game where all the dungeons are winners. But yeah, no, it's just a really great time. If you can find a copy out there for your Wii U, if you still have one. Oh yeah, me versus stamps being worthless in the end. Yeah, no, like, if you can find a copy for your Wii U, then definitely, if you still have a Wii U at all, because if a Twilight Princess HD exists for Switch 2 at this point, I'm recording this way before their usual direct in June. If there's a Switch 2 version of Twilight Princess HD on the way, and whether it's announced or not, I really want there to be some sort of acknowledgement for it. Then, please bring this back one day, Nintendo, please! Okay. So I think I said all I wanted to say about, Twilight Princess as a whole, but honestly, when it comes to just games that I really like, some games out there are just very special for me. Like, video games that make you think about it a lot after you're done with it. In this day and age, for me, that's Xenoblade, the Atelier series, any given Super Mario game, and I'm pretty sure, the big old selection of Nintendo Switch 2 titles that we're going to get on the horizon. But there's also video games that I find really special because they make me emotional at the end. Of course, there's Xenoblade 1, there's Xenoblade 2, but long before even Mother 3, with me playing Mother 3 for the first time, Twilight Princess was the very first video game that made me feel emotional. That's basically what put it in like the very special category for me, is what you're about to see. What you're about to see is a very special moment for me in video game history because it was one of the very first, if not the first moment in gaming that made me really emotional and on the verge of tears. So I'm going to try to do my best to just read it out, and after that, I'll see you guys next time for whatever comes next. So see ya, and take care of yourselves.
Mittens.
Well, I guess this is farewell, huh? Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know. But never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. I know now the reason the goddesses left the mirror of Twilight in this world. They left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that is what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind and your heart is true. If all in Hyrule are like you, then maybe you'll do all right. Also, just saying, I think I like Imp Midna better than True Form Midna, but True Form Midna is still pretty cool looking. Thank you. Well, the princess spoke truly. As long as that mirror's around, we could meet again. Link. See you later.